Total Maths. We are doing exam questions and this is question 7. 7.1. 6 years ago, Tower bought a phone for 13,000 rands. The value of the phone depreciated annually according to the reducing balance method. The value of the phone is now 8,337 rand 75 cents. Calculate the annual rate of depreciation. The depreciation period is 6 years. Principal amount is 13,000 rands. And the accumulated depreciation amount is 8,337 rand 75 cents. And we are asked to calculate the rate of depreciation. So they told us to use the reducing balance method, which is this formula. Accumulated amount is equal to principal amount into 1 minus I to the power of n. So our accumulated amount is 8,337 rand 75 cents is equal to principal amount is 13,000 into 1 minus the interest rate. That's what we're looking for, to the power of, now the depreciation period is 6 years. 6. So in order for us to solve for I, we're going to have to divide both sides by 13,000 rands so that we isolate I. Divide by 13,000 rands, divide by 13,000 rands. The ratio of accumulated amount and principal amount is 0.64136533846 is equal to 1 minus I to the power of 6. Now our goal is to isolate I, right? And I is inside these brackets to the power of 6. Now in order for us to get rid of the 6, we need to 6th root the whole thing, and what we do on the right hand side, we also do it on the left hand side. The 6th root of our answer is 0.92864755546 is equal to 1 minus I. We're going to transpose this one to this side and it's going to give us answer minus 1. Negative 0.071352445538 is equal to negative I. Now we're going to divide by a negative 1 on both sides because we're looking for positive I. So when we do that, we will get I is equal to 0.071352445538. Now in order for us to express this as a percentage, we're going to multiply this by 100%. Now the value of R, the depreciation rate, is answer times negative 100 is 7.14%. Now 7.2. Eric and Thandi need to save 80,000 rands each to go on a holiday at the end of December 2027. Thandi decides that she will start saving at the end of January 2025. She will make 36 monthly deposits into a savings account that pays interest at 8.6% per annum compounded monthly. The deposit will be made at the end of each month. Eric calculates that if he makes 48 deposits of 1,402 rand 31 cents starting at the end of January 2024, he will have enough money to go on a holiday. He will make his deposits into a savings account at the end of each month. The savings account pays interest at 8.6% per annum compounded monthly. Calculate the difference between the total amount that Eric and Thandi will deposit into their respective savings accounts over the given period. Now they want us to calculate the difference between the amount of money that Thandi will deposit into this account for 36 months and the total money that Eric will deposit into the account for 48 months. So what I did here, I just isolated the important information from the question statement. So Eric will make 48 payments of 1,402 rand 31 cents. The interest rate is 8.6% per annum compounded monthly. Then Thandi will make 36 payments of We don't know the monthly payments, but we do know that after that compounding, after that savings period, Thandi should have 80,000 rands in her bank account. The interest rate is 8.6% per annum compounded monthly. Now, in order for us to find the difference between the total amount of money that Eric deposited into this account for 48 months, we just need to multiply 1,402 rand 31 cents by 48 to get that total amount of money that Eric deposited. So we have 1,402 rand 31 cents times 48. We get 67,310 rand 88 cents. Now for Thandi, we need to multiply her monthly deposits by the number of deposits. So we need to solve for X, the monthly equal payment that Thandi has to make. So our future value annuity formula is future value is equal to equal payment into 1 plus I to the power of n minus 1, close, all divided by I. Now we know that Thandi should be having 80,000 rand saved right after the investment period. So we have F is 80,000 rand is equal to X. We're solving for X into 1 plus interest rate as a decimal. We have 8.6 divided by 100. We get 0.086 divided by compounding frequency is monthly. So we divide by 12 to the power of n. Now we are told that Thandi will make 36 payments. So we say n is 36 minus 1, close, all divided by interest rate as a decimal divided by compounding frequency. Now this is where things get mathematically tricky. We are solving for x and x is multiplied by this, all divided by this. So what I do is I'm going to multiply this number by this denominator because we have 80,000 rands divided by 1. When we cross multiply, 80,000 rands will multiply with this number. So we have 80,000 rands into 0.086 divided by 12. Now after we cross multiply, we will be having 80,000 rands multiplied by this is equal to x multiplied by this. Now in order for us to solve for x, we need to divide both sides by this whole thing in order to isolate x, right? So I'm already dividing by my left hand side with all of this. So we have 80,000 rands multiplied by this, all divided by into 1 plus 0.086 divided by 12 to the power of 36 minus 1 will be equal to our x. Now our x is equal to, now we need to carefully plug this into our calculator because it is a huge number. So Thandi will be making monthly payments of 1,955 rand 78 cents for 36 months. So in order for us to calculate the total amount of money that Thandi will deposit into this account, we just multiply 1,955 rand 78 cents by number of payments, 36. But let's go back to the question again. So Eric and Thandi both need 80,000 rands, right? So we calculated Thandi's monthly payments and we found that she will be paying 1,955 rand 78 cents towards the savings, right, for 36 months, meaning 36 payments. And then Eric was paying 1,402 rand 31 cents for 48 months. So they asked us to calculate the difference between the total amount that Eric and Thandi will deposit into their respective savings accounts over the given period. So the total deposited money, we just multiply the monthly payments by the number of payments for Thandi. Then we multiply the monthly payments by the number of payments for Eric. And then we say the bigger number, we subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. So the answer that we get is, the difference is 3,097 rand 2 cents. So the last question, 7.3, we will do 7.3 on the next video because I don't want this video to be longer than it's taking. So thank you for watching and see you on the next video. Bye.
It's easy to see when you look at me. If you look closely, Mystic don't back down. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, so that you can get that A in mathematics.
Leave a comment down below if you have a question. Mystic will make sure you get the answer.
Leave a like and share this video with your friends so that we can all be good. Thank you for watching.